Hey y'all, this is Rayborn the Witch coming at you live from Femspiration 215, and I'm here to present to you September 2020 energy reading for my fire signs, my Aries, my Sagittarius, and my Leo. This reading really resonates with me because I have two placements in Leo, my moon and my rising sign, and I also have just that fiery energy within me. I'm a Cancer sun, but I love having that Leo to like really kind of bring me up a notch, right? So I was called to do a spread to really recognize the four directions. Oftentimes I'm called in meditation to venture to the medicine wheel, and the medicine wheel is all about bringing in each of those directions in order to balance out your energy and bring you into alignment and focus within yourself. A lot of times the medicine wheel for me is all about the medicine, the needs that I have within my spirit to heal, shift, evolve, change, right? So each of the directions are going to offer us a different understanding of how we heal, how we evolve, how we change, and how we grow into the next chapters in our lives. A lot of fire signs have been going through it with a lot of energies, especially around relationships and how we relate to others and how we relate to ourselves in regards to love. And the songs that I got before my to sit down at this table and give you this reading, I got a lot of good songs, but they were all songs around like past heartbreaks, past decisions that might have left you with this like wounded warrior kind of stance on things. So I'm going to list that playlist below in the description box. This is the only sign really, or the only elements that I did this for, because I prepared for this reading differently than I did with the other ones. So the first cards, so I already was like hype on this, so I already kind of started, and then I had to start over again because I just really needed to center myself. Because sometimes fire energy is all about just like, woo, the spark. So I needed to calm down my flame a bit and bring it back. So the first direction is the north direction, and the north direction is all about how you express your true passions and your purpose, why you're here on this earth, what you're meant to do, what kind of energies you're meant to cultivate and teach others, right? So I asked the question, how will I express my true passion and purpose in the month ahead and beyond, right? So I got 4 cards. The first card that I got was my guide, which I love. So I was like, yep, there I am. So it's the Hawk Spirit. And it's all about letting Spirit be your guide, really letting Spirit lead you towards where you need to go and listening to yourself and cultivating that higher intuitive guidance to really serve you. When you see a hawk in the sky, just let it know, just know that that's a sign for you, and it's something that can resonate with you and connect you back to this reading. The next card that I got for my fire signs, my Aries, my Sagittarius, my Leo, is the Dog Spirit. And the Dog Spirit is all about being loyal to what you love, right? So loyalty is super important when you're trying to build relationships with others, because the first person you have to be loyal to is yourself, right? If you're not loyal to yourself and the things that you've learned and how you've grown, and also not loyal to some of the energies that you picked up along the way that don't serve you anymore. But when you're loyal to yourself, you're able to really be loyal and understand and discern the loyalty from others, right? It sometimes is a little bit shifty when you've gone through a lot of heartbreak to cultivate that sense of loyalty and trust it and bond with somebody new. But sometimes if you have this like dog that really is just like, I just want to love you. Like, I'm just here to love you. That's the kind of energy that you might have or you might be experiencing from another person. So the next card that I got is the Vulture Spirit, and the Vulture Spirit is nothing is wasted. Now, for me, this message is that everything that you have picked up along the way is meant to serve you and meant to help you remain loyal to yourself. And that a lot of times that energy was directed to you by Spirit to help you grow in some way so that you can become better and so that you can evolve and do bigger things in your life. But sometimes you need to learn those lessons, and the only way to learn that lesson is through relationships with others, right? So I got a lot of like, the first song that I got in that my songs was Moth to a Flame. Like, you've been drawn to so many people that have been maybe dangerous for you, that have been dangerous with your heart. And so that's what you protect the most. And you are loyal to yourself, but in doing so, you might not be so keen on being loyal to others. So this energy of nothing is wasted. Everything that has been carnage is meant to teach you something. And we have the 9 right there, right? So we have a 5, we have a 10, and we have a 9 energy, and we're in the 9th month, right? So we have to start to recognize and analyze all the things that we've been through so that we can dispose of what no longer serves us or transmute it, make it something different so that we can move forward in a different way. The last card that we get is the Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between. Embrace the in-between. Find the middle path, right? Find the middle path within yourself. Bring that shadow energy and that lightness within you and meld it together so that you can understand that you are a dynamic being. You are a dynamic person, and you're meant to express and be all of those things. But you have to be in alignment with yourself. And the only way that you can get in alignment with yourself is recognizing that there's a lot of things that you're not going to maybe have a stance on, but as long as you stay open-minded with yourself, you're going to be able to be open-minded with your path forward, and recognize that some of the signs that you're getting are signs to actually redirect you. So the next energy is the east direction, right? And the east winds really asks us to change, ask us to evolve, ask us about transformation and the lessons that we learn through the lessons that we've gathered along the way. So the east question is, how will my soul grow in the next chapter of my life? How will my soul grow in the next chapter of my life for my fire signs? How will fire signs grow in the next chapter of their life? How will fire sign energy grow in the next chapter of their life? Okay. We are changing, and growing and moving into new chapters, into new directions. So how will my fire signs grow in the next chapter of their life? And for this, I'm using the Soul Journey deck that I got from my friend Kachina. How will my fire signs grow in the next chapter of their life? There was 2 cards on top before that I was meant to keep there. I love this. Okay, beautiful. How will my fire signs grow in the next chapter of their life? Let me get one more. There we go. Beautiful. And this is so important for us because our fire sign energy is really directing us to be of service to others, right? To really directing us from this solar plexus energy, from our gut, right? Let spirit be your guide. Your spirit is kicking you in the gut towards a specific direction. It's the direction of service to others. I feel good when I help others, right? I've been drawn to service. This is part of my service, is that I want to provide spiritual healing to other people because it has been something that has been so important for me. The next card that we get, and this is all about your intuition, your third eye, your crown chakra energy, purpose. Isn't that what this is all about? The winds of change are bringing us into alignment with our true purpose, right? So purpose is, I know what I am here to do. So we have to search for it, and we are going to learn the lesson of what we're here to do in the next chapter. There's people that are guiding us to that next chapter that we don't even understand or are not aware of how much they're going to impact that aspect of ourselves, right? So of service and purpose. I love that because I am pledged to be of service to others, and that is something that is very important to me, and it's been something that has been important to me in my whole life as an educator, and as an educator for 12 years now, for the service of others, and now moving towards my purpose and how I can cultivate that within myself so I can do bigger and better things with my educational experience, right? So the next direction is the south direction. The south direction is where things get a little sticky, icky, because this is all about past energy, right? It's all about healing and moving away from the traumas and the trials and the tribulations that have really kind of put a lot of strain on your soul. So the question is, how will I continue to heal from the past? How will my fire signs continue to heal from the past? How will my fire signs continue to heal from the past moving forward? How will my fire signs heal from the past moving forward? Okay, let me get a couple cards for this one. How will my fire signs continue to heal? Ooh, I don't want to take all those. That's a lot. Because I'm going to read them. I'm going to read the descriptions of these ones because these ones are important. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So, ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. You ready? So the first card of how we're going to heal from the past and move forward is we're going to learn how to say no. We're going to learn how to guard our energy and know that we as energetic beings, especially fire signs have an immense amount of energy. They give energy to others, right? They are the lamp that is lighting others' paths a lot of the time. So sometimes they dim themselves, and I'll get to the card that also represents that and how they all fell out. But no, we need to assert firm boundaries. And the ways that we can do it, it says on the card, you can wait, you can postpone, you can pause, or you can just say no. So if somebody asks you to do something, these are the things you can do to really see if you want to say yes or no to it. So I love that, and I'm going to use that. And I got that card from me the other day, and it's something that I need to do a little bit more as a fire sign energy. So the next card, and this is so important, because this really represents like something that I've been bringing into my life through aligning with myself. And through aligning with my passion and purpose. I've brought energy into me that is healing and is reciprocal in nature. So this card is Sisterhood of the Rose, right? And so this is all about beauty and devotion, the priestess, mystic, teacher. I have had so many interactions with so many magical people on this path moving forward. And I think that a lot of the things that I'm supposed to bring into this world is that community with other people that are there to recognize their true passion and purpose. I think about all the people that do what I do, that are my friends, that shout out me on Instagram and shout me out, and I do the same for them, and I get readings from them and they get readings from me, and it's really this like healing energy that's helping us so that we can heal the world. So we're there for each other so that we can do the same for others. And I think that everybody has that like soul family that really brings them into alignment, teaches them the things that they need to learn, and supports them when they have to be vulnerable and when they have to be honest with themselves. And then also when they need to recognize their own beauty, right? Sometimes we don't see our own beauty, and we need to see it from the eyes of another person, just so we can connect back with ourselves and shine that back, right? It's all about that reciprocity. So the next card, this card really is important to me. The next card is Don't Dim to Fit In. Oh my goodness, is this a card? How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So I know for myself, I started this video over like 3 times. I was way more judgy in this one than I was in my other videos that I did the day prior. And I was thinking about it as like, oh, this is the one where, no, this is not the one where I get to show off and show out. This is one that I'm delivering a message to other people. And, I had to like bring myself back into alignment and recenter myself and let my light shine from within, instead of being all like outwardly expressing of it. So it's really important for us to know that our light does shine from within, especially when we are asserting firm boundaries and saying no to the energies that drain us, to the energy vampires that suck us dry or don't have the light within themselves and want to take it from us, right? And that we do have people that replenish our soul and bring us to a new place of understanding ourselves. So that we can recognize the light within us. So the next and the last direction is the West direction. And the West direction is all about toxicity. It's not all about toxicity, honestly. It's just more about like the patterns that you have and the positive ways, and also the negative patterns that you have, and how you can go into cycles with those. So my question for my Western energy is, how will I release toxic patterns in the future? How will I release toxic patterns in the future? So how will my fire signs release toxic patterns? How will my fire signs release toxic patterns? Okay. Oh, that one just wanted to come out. I love it. How will I release toxic patterns? One more. Oh, these ones want. Yes. Fire sign. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. You ready? Okay, so we got 4 cards here for how our fire signs are going to release toxic patterns. And the first one is the 10 of Swords in reverse. In order to release toxic patterns, we have to release the patterns. We just have to release the people, release the situations, recognize when closure just needs to happen. Just rip the Band-Aid off and heal. Now I say this very bluntly, but also what I'm saying is, you have the swords in your back. You just need to let them fall out now, right? Like they're not going to continue to hurt you. You can release them. They're not your protectors, honestly. They're the things that are keeping you from your blessings. And the reason why I say this is because the card that came out next, and this is so important for us to recognize, fire signs, please listen closely. 10 of Swords in reverse, releasing the past, releasing the baggage that no longer serves us. The swords that are stuck in our back are no longer there anymore. We can let them go. Why? Because those swords that we keep holding on to are blocking us from our blessings. They're blocking us from our 10 of Pentacles. They're blocking us from the ultimate abundance that we can have for ourselves. If we want to actually have this, we need to let go. We need to release all of the energy that no longer serves us, that continues to stab us unnecessarily. We need to direct ourselves towards blocking it, do something, but we need to get rid of it in some way because it's blocking our blessings. The next energy is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is that we need to recognize our victories. We need to recognize the times in our life that we have been victorious, that we have stood up for ourselves, that we have brought ourselves and moved ourselves forward so that we could get out of that energy, out of that stuck 10 of Swords energy. We've done the work. We've risen to a new level just by recognizing the power that we have to speak out for ourselves and stand up for what we truly believe in within us, right? So the 7 is all about this solitary energy of sovereignty, right? Of really recognizing our true passion within. The Wands energy is also a fire sign energy, right? So it's all about recognizing that fire from within that directs us forward. The only other birds in this deck are those that are looking up at the bird up top, right? So these birds are climbing still, but this bird has reached the peak. This bird has come to new awareness, to new understandings, to new ideas within themselves to move them forward and move them out of this energy. And the last card is the Fool in reverse. So the Fool in reverse is asking us to look before we leap. But it's also asking us to take a risk. In order for us to release toxic energy and toxic patterns, we also need to recognize the times that we were foolish, the erratic choices that we've made. This is also Aries energy, and Aries is very much like this, pop off, like they're the beginning of the zodiac too, so they're more childlike energy. They're not always childlike in nature, but I feel like it's like they want to run before they learn how to walk. So there is a necessity to, as we release these toxic patterns, that we are going to be able to take new risks. We're going to trust ourselves to jump when necessary. But we need to first recognize what's holding us back. That is my 4 directions, winds of change spread for my fire signs. I give personal readings. I also am available on Instagram and Facebook. My information is below if you would like to connect with me. I would love to connect with you. Would you like, share, and subscribe my video? I'm growing my channel. I'm growing my community, and I really am loving if you watch this video. Thank you so much.